1984, the F/A-18 Hornet entered U.S. Navy service after being designed to replace both the F-4 Phantom II and A-7 Corsair II, two specialized carrier roles converging in one aircraft. That change was part of a century-long effort to squeeze more missions, range, and awareness onto the same moving flight deck. Some solutions lasted decades, others were replaced almost immediately. F/6F3 Hellcat, built for carrier combat. It combined rugged deck handling, heavy firepower, and exceptional wartime effectiveness. F-4 U-1D Corsair. Once troublesome aboard carriers, it matured into a powerful fighter bomber, combining speed, range, and heavy ordnance. F-2 H-2 Banshee. Its larger airframe and fuel capacity made this twin-engine jet effective for longer-range carrier operations. F-9 F-5 Panther. Combat-proven over Korea. This straight-wing jet combined reliable deck handling with stronger engine performance. F-8 U-1 Crusader. Its variable incidence wing reconciled supersonic performance with carrier approaches, creating a defining early missile fighter. If you are interested in these types of military systems, you can subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos. F-4B Phantom II. Powerful radar, missiles, twin engines, and 2 crew made it a formidable fleet defense fighter. F-14 A Tomcat. Variable sweep wings, long-range radar, and Phoenix missiles gave carriers purpose-built defense against distant airborne threats. F/A-18 A Hornet. Designed for fighter and attack work, it replaced specialized aircraft with one compact carrier-capable platform. F/A-18E Super Hornet. Larger than the original Hornet, it added range, payload, survivability, and major growth potential. F-35 Sea Lightning II. Carrier-specific wings, strengthened landing gear, stealth shaping, and fused sensors brought fifth-generation carrier capability. Fighter aircraft protected the carrier, but another lineage was built primarily to carry the strike directly to its target. Ad-1 Skyraider. Its enormous payload and endurance came from a piston airframe remaining valuable deep into the jet age. M1 Mauler. Designed around unusually heavy attack loads, it offered impressive capacity, but was overshadowed by the Skyraider. A J-1 Savage, 2 piston engines, and an auxiliary turbojet created an unusual hybrid for early carrier nuclear strikes. A 3D-1 Sky Warrior, the Navy's exceptionally large carrier jet, delivered long-range heavy attack capability during the nuclear era. A 4D-1 Skyhawk, small enough to avoid wing folding, it combined simplicity, speed, and useful payload efficiently. A 5A Vigilante, conceived as a supersonic nuclear bomber, its sophisticated design eventually proved better suited elsewhere. A 6A Intruder, side-by-side seating and specialized avionics, gave carriers a genuine all-weather strike aircraft for difficult targets. A 6E Intruder, improved sensors and weapons integration preserved the Intruder's all-weather strike value through later service. A 7A Corsair II, developed for efficient light attack, it delivered useful range and payload in a compact carrier aircraft. A 7E Corsair II, a stronger engine and improved avionics, made this version a dependable Navy precision attack platform. Before jets transformed the flight deck, carrier striking power depended heavily on aircraft designed to release bombs or torpedoes at dangerously close range. F/A-Mite C-4 Helldiver. This interwar Curtiss biplane represented early carrier dive bombing, before specialized monoplanes transformed the mission. TG-2. Great Lakes produced this substantial biplane torpedo bomber, before monoplane designs decisively took over. SB-2U-1 Vindicator, one of the Navy's first carrier monoplanes, it marked transition despite becoming obsolete quickly. SB-C-4 Helldiver. This refined biplane scout bomber arrived as the Navy moved decisively toward all-metal monoplane aircraft. TBD-1 Devastator. Advanced when introduced, this enclosed cockpit monoplane became vulnerable once wartime opposition exposed declining performance. SBD-3 Dauntless. Accurate dive bombing, rugged construction, and excellent handling made this version central to Pacific carrier battles. TBF-1 Avenger, bigger than the Devastator, it combined internal torpedo carriage with strong range and mission adaptability. SB-2C-1C Helldiver. Difficult development eventually produced a powerful carrier dive bomber, carrying heavier loads than the Dauntless. TBM-3 E-Avenger. Weight reductions and late war refinements produced a mature Avenger suited to demanding carrier operations. Bombers attacked what the fleet could locate. Airborne warning aircraft increasingly determined how far beyond the horizon that fleet could see. TBM-3W Avenger. A huge belly-mounted radar transformed the Avenger into a pioneering carrier airborne early warning platform. If you're enjoying the video, consider leaving a like and subscribing so you don't miss future uploads. AD-3W Skyraider. A prominent ventral radar turned the Skyraider into a practical carrier warning aircraft with endurance. AD-4W Skyraider. Improved radar picket equipment, continued warning duties during Korea while retaining robust carrier characteristics. AD-5W Skyraider. A wider multi-seat fuselage supported the crew and equipment required for sophisticated carrier surveillance. WF-2 Tracer. Its unmistakable dorsal radar fairing created the first purpose-built carrier AEW aircraft replacing conversions. E-2A Hawkeye. Twin turboprops, a rotating radar dome, and compact dimensions established the recognizable Hawkeye configuration. E-2B Hawkeye. Improved computers and electronics corrected E-2A reliability problems while preserving the distinctive carrier airframe. E-2C Hawkeye. Improved radar and mission computers made this version the enduring backbone of carrier airborne warning. E-2C Hawkeye 2000. Modern computers, communications, and cooperative engagement upgrades extended the E-2C into networked operations. E-2D Advanced Hawkeye. A new radar and mission architecture expanded detection, tracking, and battle management capability significantly. Seeing an approaching threat was only one part of survival. Finding emitters, collecting intelligence, and disrupting hostile electronics created another specialized lineage. F-2 H-2P Banshee. An elongated camera nose replaced fighter armament, producing a fast carrier reconnaissance aircraft. F-9 F-8 P Cougar. Swept wings and a reconnaissance nose gave carrier photo units greater speed than earlier jets. RF-8A Crusader. Cameras replaced fighter armament, creating a fast reconnaissance aircraft extensively used from carriers over Vietnam. EA-1F Skyraider. Multiple operators and electronic equipment turned the Skyraider into a valuable carrier countermeasures platform. EKA-3B Skywarrior. This unusual conversion combined electronic countermeasures with aerial refueling, supporting multiple carrier missions. RA-5C Vigilante. High-speed and sophisticated sensors transformed the former nuclear design into a major carrier reconnaissance platform. EA-6A Electric Intruder. Derived from the Intruder, it carried electronic countermeasures equipment during naval operations from American carriers. EA-6B Prowler. 4 crew and powerful jamming systems made the Prowler the dominant carrier electronic attack aircraft. ES-3A Shadow. A Viking-derived signals intelligence aircraft. It operated from carriers before its specialized mission disappeared. EA-18G Growler. Super Hornet performance combined with electronic attack sensors and jamming systems replaced the Prowler. Electronic warfare protected aircraft against emitters above the surface, while another group of machines was built around a quieter threat below it. TBM-3S Avenger. Paired with radar-equipped Avengers, this weapons-carrying conversion attacked submarines detected by hunter-killer teams. Which of these systems did you find the most interesting? Let us know in the comments, leave a like, and subscribe for more military history content. AF-2S Guardian. It carried the weapons of the Guardian pair, attacking submarines located by the AF-2W. S-2F-1 Tracker. Detection sensors and weapons shared one carrier airframe, eliminating separate hunter and killer aircraft. S-2F-1S Tracker. Improved anti-submarine electronics strengthened the early tracker while preserving its compact carrier configuration. S-2IF-2 Tracker. An enlarged fuselage provided additional internal volume, while the tracker refined carrier-based submarine hunting. S2SF3 tracker. Further airframe changes produced a larger tracker generation built around evolving submarine threats. S2E tracker. Improved detection equipment kept the tracker relevant, as quieter submarines became harder to find. S2G tracker. Late avionics upgrades extended the life of an aging aircraft against increasingly sophisticated submarines. S3B Viking. Upgraded avionics and weapons expanded the Viking's maritime mission as submarine hunting gradually declined. Fixed-wing aircraft searched vast areas, but helicopters could hover directly over a contact and lower sensors into the water. HO-4S3. Early anti-submarine squadrons used this compact helicopter for dipping sonar work before purpose-built successors arrived. HSS-1 Seabat. Designed for naval submarine hunting, it combined dipping sonar with a carrier-capable helicopter airframe. HSS-1 Ainan Seabat. Improved all-weather equipment and sonar gave the Seabat better day and night carrier anti-submarine capability. HSS-2 Sea King. Twin turbines and an amphibious fuselage improved range, payload, and reliability for carrier ASW squadrons. SH-3 DD Sea King. More powerful engines and improved equipment strengthened the Sea King's long-running carrier anti-submarine role. SH-3H Sea King. Modernized sensors and weapons extended the Sea King through its final frontline carrier ASW years. SH-60B Seahawk. Radar, sonobuoys, magnetic detection, and weapons-supported submarine and surface warfare from Navy ships. SH-60F Seahawk. Developed for carrier inner zone defense, it used dipping sonar against submarines threatening the battle group. MH-60S Seahawk. Combat support, surface warfare, rescue, and mine countermeasure capability made this helicopter highly flexible. MH-60R Seahawk. Dipping sonar, radar, electronic support, torpedoes, and missiles define today's principal maritime strike helicopter. Not every helicopter hunted submarines. Many existed because a carrier constantly needs aircraft moved, crews rescued, cargo lifted, and special missions supported. HO-3S1. This pioneering post-war helicopter performed rescue, liaison, and plane guard duties during early rotary wing carrier operations. HUP-2 Retriever. Tandem rotors gave this compact helicopter useful lift without a tail rotor for crowded naval decks. UH-2A Sea Sprite. Designed as a fast naval utility helicopter, it handled transport and rescue duties from carriers. CH-46D Sea Knight. Tandem rotors and a rear ramp made this helicopter useful for replenishment and shipboard logistics. UH-2C Sea Sprite. Twin engine power improved safety and performance, strengthening the Sea Sprite's carrier rescue usefulness. HH-46D Sea Knight. Rescue equipment adapted the Sea Knight to search and rescue and plane guard duties supporting naval aviation. HH-3A Sea King. Armor and rescue equipment transformed the Sea King into a naval combat recovery helicopter. RH-53D Sea Stallion. Heavy lift and mine countermeasures equipment gave this large helicopter a distinctive naval special mission role. MH-53E Sea Dragon. Greater power and specialized towing capability produced the Navy's massive mine countermeasures helicopter. HH-60H Rescue Hawk. Carrier deployment combined combat rescue with special warfare support, giving air wings an armed recovery helicopter. Aircraft and helicopters attract attention, but an air wing cannot remain at sea without a continuous flow of people, parts, cargo, and fuel. TBM-3R Avenger removed combat equipment and modifications, turned surplus Avengers into transports carrying personnel and cargo to carriers. C-1 A Trader. Derived from the tracker, it became a familiar onboard delivery aircraft for passengers, mail, and cargo. US-2C Tracker. A utility tracker configuration performed onboard delivery missions while retaining proven carrier operating characteristics. C-2A Greyhound, a larger cargo fuselage around Hawkeye-derived components, created the Navy's dedicated fixed-wing COD aircraft. C-2AR Greyhound, reprocured Greyhounds, renewed the COD fleet with new airframes while preserving familiar carrier logistics. CMV-22B Osprey, extended range and vertical landing flexibility, let priority cargo move beyond traditional fixed-wing COD operations. KA-3B Sky Warrior, converting the large Sky Warrior into a tanker, gave carrier air wings substantial fuel transfer capability. A 4E Skyhawk buddy tanker, a refueling store, let carrier Skyhawks transfer fuel airborne, supplementing dedicated tankers during strikes.